Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. This week's theme, anxiety.
Literally, oh my god.
We are both like... Richie,
anyone have any Xanax out there?
Richie and I are both just like on fucking edge this week.
And you actually have a reason. I don't know what the fuck's going on with me.
You've just been going through it all on your own.
Lordy.
Well, have a sip.
Yes, pour it up. It's
Calm
gonna be
down.
a good one. So I have some exciting news.
What is that?
That I just found out. I'm not getting my hopes up. It's something I was kind of forced to do, like everything else in my life, honestly. I have to get pushed literally by into anything that I do. I don't know why. I'm not a very good self-starter. But it's worked in my favor all my life. So I got a phone call today that I've been asked for the second round of casting for Big Brother.
Hey!
Yeah,
oh God, that's amazing.
Yeah, my friend Bowie was just on last season, and she's the one that literally came to my house and plopped the camera in my face and made me do a self-tape. And she's the one that actually sent it for me. Because she knew that I probably wasn't going to do it if left to my own devices. So I wasn't expecting that, but that'll be fun. So I go next Tuesday to CBS Studios for an audition.
Congratulations. Try to bring, don't bring your anxiety, but bring your messy spirit.
You know what's weird, though? I'm really good at auditions.
Yeah.
I fake it really, really well.
But you're used to auditions, though. You used to calls and shit.
Yeah. I'm always a nervous wreck inside, but I'm really, really good on camera for some reason. But
yeah. Turn it on.
Yeah.
Do you watch the show very often?
No.
You should say yes.
Oh, I mean, I did it on the self tape, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch a few because there's like a lot of games and stuff they play, and they might have you play a game or I don't know.
Yeah, I've started watching her season.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just catch up on it a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna binge watch a couple seasons.
Sometimes that's part of the trivia that they do is knowing other episodes. So yeah, I would definitely say like watch a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a binge watch probably next week.
I used to cover Big Brother when I was at Entertainment Tonight because I could walk over from the Entertainment Tonight set to the Big Brother house.
Oh yeah,
and we would always be interviewing the people who had obviously gotten kicked off that week, or we would do the big finale party.
Yeah.
So that was always fun. That's where I met Ross Matthews.
Oh, funny!
Because Ross was doing a show for us at the time for The Insider.
Oh, fun!
And he is a fucking riot.
I've heard nothing but hilarious things about that man.
So fun.
Yeah.
He actually made it really easier for me to do my job because I would just stand next to him. And people didn't know me because who the fuck am I? I'm some, producer at Entertainment Tonight. But they know him, and he would just get them all warmed up and ready to go and kick them right over to me. And I was like, oh my God, this is
great.
And he would always be like chatting with me in between people coming over and just genuinely such a good time. I don't know what he's on, but I want him.
Right?
Because he really is just super fun. Well, congratulations. I'm so glad to hear that. That'd be awesome.
Well, thank you. That would be a trip if I actually made it on the show.
I mean...
Lordy.
Oh. Put your socials on private now.
I know, right?
Speaking of socials, I mean, our whole show is about socials, but have you seen this trend on social media?
Which one?
Women. Period. That's all. No.
Oh, am I what? What are they doing?
Women who post on social media. No. Women are matching their nail color to their man's tip.
Oh my God, I can't. No, I totally missed this trend. And I'm chronically online. What?
Apparently it's a big TikTok thing.
Oh, Lord help us. I mean, I guess it's harmless enough, but... Have you seen the black wife trend?
No.
That's been fun. Oh my God. It is basically the glow up of non-black husbands who have black wives, and they'll show pictures of themselves before they're with their black wife and then after. And some of them are just like, that's the same damn person. Like, The hair's on point. They went from like not being cute to fine as fuck.
They saw the diamond in the rough.
The fashion came through. Yes. So that's been a lot of fun little trend I've been having fun with.
I love that. Hopefully they're not painting their nails the color of his tip.
No. And this one, I think one guy started it actually, and then it just kind of grew from there. But he's hilarious because, you know, everyone's going to have the trolls and everything. And he talks about his wife a lot. And he replied to one of the comments and said, "Does all your posters have to talk about your wife?" And he said, "Absolutely. My wife is amazing and she's fucking beautiful. And if you spend 5 minutes with this woman in a room, you'd exactly know why. I will never stop talking about my black wife."
Why can't someone go on social media and talk about the love of their life?
That's amazing.
What is wrong with people? God, I do love that. I love seeing it glow up. Women talk about that all the time, though. Like, I know I had a girlfriend who, and these are white people, but she was like, no, actually, she was Filipino and he was white. But she was like, oh yeah, when we first got married, like, I made him start using lotion. Like, right after the shower, you just use your lotion. And then now, if there's no lotion, like, he panics.
He freaks out. It's never too late to get onto good trends.
Exactly. I need that to come across my feed.
Oh my God. Well, I have some grade A political shade ready for you. Speaking of black and white people. Marjorie Taylor Greene made a derogatory comment about Representative Jasmine Crockett and her false eyelashes during a fucking House committee hearing. Well, personal attacks are against the rules. So they motioned for her to give an apology. And that was shot down. Miss Crockett, who's absolutely gorgeous, by the way, I'm sure. Yeah. Yes. This was her reply. I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleached blonde, bad-built butch body, would that not be engaging in personalities, correct?
If you want to take it there. You know, we don't really make fun of how people look on this show.
We don't, but...
MTV. Wow. And they've tried with her, with Marjorie Taylor Greene. They've tried so hard. They've tried to feminize her. She's got a face full of fillers now. She's got the hair going on. They've really fucking tried with her, and it ain't working.
Oh, because, you know, evil always prevails. when
Ugly is ugly. What are you going to do with that? Also, how fucked up is our government at this point, where even just the basic bare rules of decorum are overruled by the people in Congress? Like, I was just watching last night the new show Fellow Travelers.
Yes.
Which is about not only the Red Scare, but the Lavender Scare, which I don't know if a lot of people associate the two, but right at the same time, the McCarthyism was happening, and they were trying to root out all of the communists.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people lost their jobs, and basically no one was ever actually found out to be a communist, by the way. But then they also did, at the same time, they decided that wasn't enough, and they should also root out homosexuals, especially from any positioning in the government.
Mm-hmm.
And so you could be investigated to the point where people will come to your home.
What?
To ask you about your sleeping arrangements with your roommate or partner.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then you could get fired.
Holy shit.
If you were deemed to be gay.
That is nuts.
Yes. Meanwhile, there are rumors about McCarthy, of course. Rumors about McCarthy being gay. And then one of the main lawyers, Rory Cohn, that helped with this whole thing, and was also one of Trump's lawyers back in the day.
Oh, surprise.
He denied that he was gay, and also denied that he had AIDS. He died of AIDS.
Oh my God!
So
I did not expect that turn of events.
So the show is like fucking wild, because there's also, in the middle of that, they try to make it sexy. So there's like a lot of naked Matt Bomer and
this is wild.
Relations with people. It's a whiplash. It is such a fucking whiplash.
I have whiplash hearing the synopsis.
Or am I gonna cry? Like, I don't know. But in looking at that, because you know I got to Google along to everything. Basically, the whole reason that McCarthyism ended was because he was being too much of a bully, and the other senators and Congress people involved were like, that's enough. Like, you can't do this anymore. And he had this whole, you know, like, downfall or whatever, but even during the height of all of that, the whole Red Scare, and people being like, and this is back in the 50s, where we think people were so much worse than they are today, or at least more gullible or whatever. No, we're much worse now. We're significantly. What are people going to look back on this time politically when they're telling the stories of the 2024s or the 2020s or whatever the fuck? Like, how farcical is it going? All this shit that's going on right now.
This is just wild. Oh, Lord. Did you hear, speaking of wild and turn of events and possibly being gay, did you hear about this speech that this, I think, is a football player? You know, we don't really talk about sports here.
He's a kicker.
Yeah, Harrison Butker.
Yeah.
And his homophobic speech about pride being evil and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the tea on him?
I only heard that it was revealed that he obviously was, a hypocrite. But I didn't hear any of the details.
Well, right after all this popped out, apparently it was a very open secret that he was hooking up with a male cheerleader at Georgia State.
That I did read on Twitter, yes. I just didn't know if that was the actual tea or someone was just saying shit.
I don't know. It's been... I mean, that's pretty specific, just to make about event air.
Right, because I saw that on a post on Queerty. Like, that was... I don't know when I saw it, but that was just a random comment on there.
Like,
it wasn't Queerty's story. Queerty's story was obviously about, his whole little tirade, which... That's not surprising.
Not at all.
But I also feel like had the press not amplified all of this anyway, no one even would have known about his little homophobic tirade that he made to this very small conservative Christian school.
Yeah.
So it's just amplified the message and made it bigger and bigger and bigger, but also a little backlash for him.
I need this cheerleader to just come up and and spill the beans.
Yes. Come on the show. Come on the show. Because those male cheerleaders are hot.
Yeah, they are. Oof. I was so mad we didn't have any male cheerleaders at my high school. I wanted to be one so bad.
We had a very small high school. I don't even know if I would have been able to, try out. But I thought about it because I did gymnastics.
Same.
I taught gymnastics, so I definitely wanted to.
Yeah.
But there were no guys.
The closest thing I could get to was doing high jump.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I did the next gayest thing, which was wrestling. So
we didn't even have a wrestling team.
No.
I was the only black fucking kid on the track team. Let's talk about that. One of the sports that's known for being primarily black for the most part. I was the only black kid on the track team.
Well,
we didn't have a swim team. It sucked.
Oh, there was a rumor. Okay, before I moved to the school that I went to high school, there had been a rumor at my other school, my elementary school, that they had a pool. They didn't have a pool.
Who started that rumor?
No, I don't know. Obviously, someone who'd never been into
That's such a random fucking... How people are weird.
There were two separate buildings, and one of them was the high school building, and one of them was the elementary. So people might have just presumed the elementary school was the pool or something. I don't know.
That's so random.
That's my only guess as to how that rumor could have started. But I remember when we were moving there, I was so excited that there was going to be a pool,
only to be let down. Set you up for the realities of life.
For real. So I don't care what the faculty says. I don't know of many schools in Ohio that have. Although I grew up in Ohio, you were in.
I was in Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
Yeah.
That's where they need a pool the most.
Thank you! It's hot as fuck! Oh my god.
This seems to be like a hydro water class. Like a little school.
Oh my god, and then we fucking... I remember in... Yeah, because I did track in freshman year, and then I was so good that I got bumped up to varsity in my sophomore year. Little humble brag there. But oh my god, they fucking replaced... We had like a dirt track. they replaced it with the fucking rubber track, and that made it even fucking hotter.
Yeah.
Because it was just reflecting the goddamn sun. Yeah. Oh, it was miserable.
God. I did track for a hot minute. I was not very fast. So...
I wasn't a runner. I was a jumper. See, the funny thing is this. I wanted to do hurdles initially.
Yeah.
But they needed people for the field events. So they're like, well, no, Brooks. I don't know why people call me by either my first and last name or strictly by my last name. All my life. It's very weird. But... It's like, no, Bruce, we need someone, like, you're tall, like, less, like... I'm like, I don't know what the fuck high jump is. And then I fell in love with it, and I was really good at it. It was top 25 in the state. Wait, is that the one
with the pole?
No, that's a pole vault. No, the high jump is when you run in a J shape, and you pivot your body, and you go backwards over the bar and land on the mat. Okay. That's why I said that's, like, the closest thing to fucking anything gymnastics or cheerleading that I can get to, because I could actually use my gymnastics background with that. Yeah. And then I started doing long jump and triple jump. And that was my 3 events. You've maxed out. And then one day I'm just fucking around. And I'm just doing hurdles just to fuck around with it. Why did my fucking coach be like, Brooks, your form's amazing. Why don't you do hurdles? Drop one of your other events. I'm like,
Nope,
I wanted to do hurdles last year, Coach Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
And you pushed me into these other events that now I'm really good at and I really, really enjoy. So, you're not using me now that you see that I am actually really fucking good at hurdles so you can get more points and the team can do better. No, Nope, you lost it out. Not dropping any of my events to do hurdles.
I think the only one that I was good at was like the long jump. Is that where you're supposed to kind of...
You jump and then you go into the sand, but you like, yes.
Yeah. I was pretty good at that.
Yeah.
I'm tall.
Yeah.
So I could like really long jump. But otherwise, oh my God, run around that track.
The hardest one was triple jump for me. Oh my God.
What is triple jump?
It's like the long jump, same runway, but you run and then you hop off one foot to the next foot, and then you land.
And then you like, oh.
Yes, but with that one, you really have to fucking trace your steps backwards because you can't scratch. I mean, you can't scratch on long jump either. But I mean, it was just mentally exhausting to like, because you have to hit exactly where your foot's gonna land.
Yeah.
Try not to get over the line. It's this whole, yes.
That was always the thing about the long jump was that line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to come short of the line. I'll go over it, and I'll fuck the whole thing up.
But high jump was my jam. I was great at that.
I don't remember who
I think I ended up getting, I want to say I hit 7 feet, and that's what I got. Like, yeah. Which, I mean, when you're a teenager, it's like, that's really fucking up there.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I don't know how to transition into this next one, but I thought it was like, speaking of out there... What the fuck is up with random celebrities getting punched in the face in New York?
Oh my God, I know. It's like the 3rd fucking person now.
Yes.
Poor Rick Moranis did, an actress did, and now... What
Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
Who, by the way, side note, first of all, how fucked up is it to punch anyone in the face?
Right.
Let alone, why are you punching Steve Buscemi? What's he done? I'll tell you what he's done. After 9/11, he had been a firefighter previously, and after 9/11, he returned to his old firefighter job to help search for survivors.
Protect this man at all costs.
Right?
What?
Get him a bodyguard. Yes, he went.
That is amazing. Oh.
I did not know that about him until the story came out, and I did Google it, I looked it up, it wasn't just a random comment. And yeah, after 9/11, he went back to working as a firefighter to help look for survivors.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are punching the wrong people.
Right?
Oh
my goodness. Oh, well, I have someone that needs to be punched. And for some reason, a recurring topic on here for years now. And one of your neighbors. Faye Dunaway.
Oh, well, she moved, but yeah, she was one of my neighbors. Faye Dunaway once yelled at me for talking on the sidewalk because I was too loud.
Literally. Through her fucking bushes.
Through her bushes. And we were just walking by. Anyway, go on.
Well, I told you about my friend who, remember, she got sued a few years ago for being racist and homophobic.
Yeah.
And it turned out that it's actually one of my really good friends who was her assistant, but he couldn't. He didn't even tell me. He told me what was going on. He didn't tell me who he was working with. Because I didn't even know what he was a social media friend. But we talk all the time, like text and everything. And to this day, we still do. And I guess he's back working with her in some degree because he sent me this text message screenshot today about her popping the fuck off at him. And she owes him money.
Why is he working with her?
I think he was with an agency and it just so happened to happen. And he was like, let me just not press his. I don't think that they're working in person together. But she's so crazy.
She is absolutely a nightmare. That is hilarious because just earlier today, I was chatting with Dustin, who is one of our Patreon subscribers. So shout out to Dustin,
hey,
and
Dustin.
Shout out to Patreon. You should be subscribing to our Patreon, by the way. I had sent him this clip of Faye Dunaway filming a commercial for the
I know exactly
theater.
what you're talking about. Did you see that it was spoofed recently?
What?
Did you see it was spoofed recently?
No, she's like, hold up. Just a second.
No, the doors have to open at the same time.
That I get.
Yes.
Look.
Live theater. Nothing like
She just smiled.
Right.
Meanwhile, she's been getting death glares
Yes.
behind these fucking doors.
Yes.
It's-
And then he yells at someone.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Oh,
One
okay.
thing to do it for the theater, for the camera. Did pick that up? Oh, I love playing women. Could you leave, please? You're right in my eyeline.
Well, that was actually spoofed just this past weekend on SNL by Maya Rudolph. She was acting like she was filming something, and out of nowhere, she says, "Can you leave, please? You're in my eyeline." And all the gays, especially the old ones, are like, "Oh my god, she's referencing this."
Hold up.
So now this video has resurfaced and gone viral.
Like, hold up, bitch. Also, the craziest part is she's supposed to be doing something for live theater, and she can't get one sentence out.
Right.
Needing to
Right.
redo her line. And then at the end, she's just like going on a total tirade. You just hear her behind the door
Right.
being like, "I'm not ready. I have to give you a sign. I let you know when I'm ready." Like, she's just totally
I
going on
love
the doors
behind
are
the
just
scene
closed.
meltdowns. Like, remember when?
I don't think that was a meltdown for her. I think that was a
that's
very
just
normal day.
Very true. But remember when Christian Bale audio was caught him like yelling at crew and shit?
Yes, because some guy stepped in front of the light.
Yes. My favorite is Lily Tomlin. Do you remember that?
Yes,
When she was
at the right.
Yes, when she was popping off on that asshole fucking director,
Mhm.
and he was just like throwing shit. And she gave him every bit of energy right on back to him.
And also did not budge or flinch when he went on his little tirade.
She
either.
was still perched back, quite how I am right now in the bed. Legs up, perched back in the office chair.
No
just
reaction. Yeah, to his little tantrum where he did physically throw things.
Oh my god.
Queer icon right there.
Absolutely.
Speaking of queer,
We're here.
remember last year during Gay Pride?
No, because I was fucking working it, and I don't remember anything during Gay Pride besides my stress and anxiety going through the goddamn roof because there are 11 fucking prides now, and I had to plan all that bullshit.
I actually missed a lot of Pride because I had my hernia surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's been a year already?
mhm.
Jesus Christ. I feel like that was like a couple of months ago.
I know. Well, aside from all the Pride parades and stuff like that, Target every year comes out with a Pride collection.
Mm-hmm.
And they do this every year.
And have
But
been.
for some reason, last year, don't you remember all those videos of people going into Target?
Oh, yeah, destroying the displays and
throwing
stuff.
shit, like literally just taking it off the
Yes.
hanger and throwing it on the floor.
Yes, or
I don't
like
even know what they thought they were
knocking
doing
down
with
the
that.
cardboard stand-ups. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, you knocked down a piece of
you're
cardboard.
so tough.
But they were going on these, and of course, filming it for TikTok Clout. And, you know, the employees at Target are not going to fucking tackle you in the middle of the store
No.
for throwing a item of clothing on the
Yes.
floor. So they this year Target is limiting where the Pride collection will be in stores.
Oh.
Because of
idiots.
They're employees who truly do not need to do. They're dealing with enough.
Right. Oh my god.
They don't need all that bullshit.
Speaking of which, do you remember the video of that boss ass bitch manager lady?
Yes. Who said this? Like,
who also did not give any energy to this asshole that was yelling and like, "Do you believe in God?" She's like, "Nope."
Nope.
You think this is good? She's like, "Okay, sir, are you going to purchase this or not? Because you said you're going to purchase it. If not, then you're going to have to leave."
You have to go.
So you're standing up for this. Is like, absolutely, everyone has the right to be gay, or whoever they want to be.
I think Target is actually smart to. I'm like, here in West Hollywood. Hello, at the WeHo Gateway, they'll have Pride shit.
Exactly. Yes.
Same thing with my little Starbucks.
Pride shit fucking all year long for the most part.
Exactly. Same thing with my little Starbucks up here. Yes. They still got all the Pride shit going on too. But I think they are actually smart for. I know some people look at it as caving into all that, but first of all, it's all available online.
Yeah.
If you want the Pride stuff, you can buy the Pride stuff. But it also is just eliminating the further, like, propagandizing and, vitriol against their store that people are doing. The people are just using this as an excuse to go off on anti-gay tirades, basically. And just like with the football kicker guy, the less we amplify these people, the less oxygen we give them.
Exactly.
The fucking better. Let them have their little, echo chambers, their little bubbles where they're all complaining and mad and angry together, and keep them the fuck out of everybody else.
Exactly. Let them be miserable somewhere else. You know what else I love Target for, though, is that every year during Black History Month, they have clothes by Black designers that they sell. You know what I'm not happy about? And I will say this, only because of that whole fucking Virgin Airlines bullshit that they pulled with photoshopping me in with people. I'm sorry, is this not me on a shirt?
I feel like you had that haircut at one time.
Yes!
Yeah. It looks a lot.
It looks a lot like me, and I rarely say that about anything, actually.
A lot. Yes.
Like, I didn't want to sue.
Yep, you should. We'll start a whole new wave of protests at Target.
Right.
Oh, speaking of protests, I don't really bring this up because I want to tell my Jerry Seinfeld story again. Another person who made a speech recently at a graduation was Jerry Seinfeld, who people have many stories about him, including the one we all know about him being a 38-year-old man on a TV show dating a high school girl.
That's so disgusting.
But a lot of other shit has come about him, but I just want to tell my Jerry Seinfeld story again. So I used to work at this place on Melrose when I first moved to Los Angeles, and it was called Condomania. And we did not sell condos. It was not Condomania. It was Condomania. Trip myself up there. We sold prophylactics, safe sex gear, condoms, obviously. We sold lube. We sold all sorts of stuff. But we also sold a lot of novelty stuff, like pasta boots and all the stuff you can get for bachelorette parties. And we didn't sell any toys. We didn't sell any magazines. We didn't sell anything that was considered pornographic because anyone could walk in the store.
Yeah.
Like, and buy condoms. So that was always the thing, was like, you didn't have to be 21 to come in, but also like there wasn't any porn there anyway. So. Yeah. But we had a giant wall, a condom wall, that was a very intricate setup. It had a little air pump at the bottom where we had the condoms out of the package and attached to these little air holes that blew the condoms up.
Yeah.
So you could see what they look like. Yeah. You could actually like, oh, this, when we told you, oh, this one's thinner or this one's thicker or this one's bulbous or this one's whatever, you could actually see it.
Yeah.
And,
oh, Lord.
Everybody in the world made the same joke about whether or not we had a fitting room in the back.
Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
So when Jerry Seinfeld and his little posse came in.
Oh, God.
Acting very... when people are famous and they're like, everyone here knows me?
Yes.
Yes, of course, we know who you are. You're fucking Jerry Seinfeld. But they all came in with this aloof little thing. And guess what joke Jerry made?
Is there a fitting room in the bag?
I said, what do you think, you're a comedian? The entire group made an audible gasp. And they shuffled.
Oh my God.
In mass, shuffled out the door. Like they almost like pushed him out the door. Like it was fucking hilarious. I thought for sure he was going to give it back to me. Yes. We were going to have some playful banner, or I was like, he's going to destroy me for this, but I have to do it. Like, I was really ready for a comeback that would decimate me, and he had no reply, no comeback.
Oh
Truly was
God.
A gasp. And then ran out of the store.
That is fucking hilarious. I can't stand celebrities like that. Even though in my head I'm kind of a celebrity like that sometimes because of... I love telling this story. I think I've said it on here before. So we went to EPLP, which is this really cool restaurant / rooftop bar lounge over here in West Hollywood area. And to get to the rooftop, obviously it's on a roof, there are stairs. My bougie ass was like, there's an elevator. I am not trolloping up those fucking stairs. So we take the elevator. We get to the elevator, and it exits right where the stairs are also coming up. And guess who is hoofing up the stairs and made me help my damn self? Christina fucking Milian. I'm all, let me just stop being so stupid sometimes.
They didn't even tell her there was an elevator. That's
I was all, if this millionaire bitch can fucking hoof it up the stairs, damn it, let me humble myself and do the same damn thing next time. I am not too proud.
Speaking of elevators, though, that is definitely the one diva thing that I do. I'm hitting a pose before that door opens. I am riding the elevator, leaning against something like everybody else does.
Oh my God,
when it comes to a stop, I am like...
You're ready for the shot.
Here it is. So both doors have to open at once.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of being a diva, did you hear about the latest divorce rumor going around?
Who?
As if no one saw this coming, J-Lo and Ben Affleck. He has reportedly moved out of the house that they spent 2 years buying and a bunch of money purchasing. He was not at the Met Gala with her. They have not been seen together in forever. And I called this shit anyways, even while watching her documentary, which I actually enjoyed.
You did say you liked it.
Yes, I did not like that visual video thing, but the documentary behind it was very, very hilarious and fun.
Mainly the parts that J-Lo was in it.
Right, literally, because Jennifer Lewis stole the show. But you just saw how much she lives for the spotlight and attention, and how much he is just kind of like a normal guy at the end of the day. He wants his Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
He wants to just have his cigarette and fucking peace.
Literally. And
yeah,
he's been looking miserable when they've been out together in general. And yeah, the documentary, like, he was just like chilling, and she's talking about like all these ideas and blah 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 blah, and he's just like, they're dressed much like how I am right now, in a sweater and some jeans, and not really giving a shit.
Meanwhile, this is someone who actually directs, produces movies,
literally
projects, in the works. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is why you don't get back with your ex.
No.
There was a reason. Also, I forgot they got married again. Or that they got married. Did they get married before?
Yeah, they were married before.
They were married before.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you know, my aunt did that. Married the same guy.
That's right!
Married the same guy twice. Divorced the same guy twice. Girl!
Yes! And also, stop making, and this is also the same thing that happened last time. She made a whole album about his ass. Again! With the same title, only then it was This Is Me Then, and this new one is This Is Me Now. And there was a Dear Ben on both albums, and she put him in the music video last time. This time she put him in the documentary. And it's like, oh my girl,
just a mess.
This man doesn't want to be part of any of this. Learn from your fucking mistakes.
I think it's very difficult to be with someone who has main character syndrome unless you are also that delusional and have main character syndrome. Like, that's why I actually thought I was so surprised when Kanye and Kim broke up, because they're perfect.
Oh, yes.
They love themselves so fucking much. I really thought that would last forever. But yeah, don't get back with your ex. Why?
Oh my God, speaking of Kanye, this wasn't even on one of my topics, but it's a great segue. Did you hear about his new business venture that's going on?
No, I just saw the TMZ trying to be like Lifetime and do a Kanye's downfall documentary.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have TMZ blocked on all social media and as a
it popped up on my TV.
And as a muted word. So
yeah, no, it popped up on my TV.
Oh, all I do is watch YouTube, so and I have premiums. I have no ads whatsoever, so I avoid all the mess at all costs.
Who is going into business with him in this current state?
Well, guess what his new business venture is? He's going to start a porn company.
Oh, that's right.
This from someone who has admitted to having a porn addiction. Not the smartest idea. And his right-hand man that Wendy Williams would always...
His other right hand.
Right.
Man.
Would always joke was his gay side piece, Milo Yiannopoulos, I think his last name is.
That's right.
Yes. He just released a statement saying that he's resigning from Yeezy because of this thing.
Yeah.
Because it conflicts with his morals and values.
He has no morals or values.
And this is the news to me, not about the moral. I mean, that was just a flat out lie. But as an as a former homosexual,
no,
which I'm like, what the fuck? When the fuck did this happen? It goes against his Christian values and new way of living.
He's gonna be working for Harrison Butker really soon,
right?
Just a mess. Just
all the way around with everyone involved.
When someone like Milo quits you,
right?
What are you doing? Speaking of that whole mess altogether, now this is a TikTok rumor that I cannot verify by Googling along, but a TikTok rumor says that Kris Jenner is under investigation by the IRS.
For what?
The same thing that Trump's getting in trouble for, which is inflating the value of your business.
Yeah.
And, you know, basically like lying to the IRS and like all this shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Which I haven't found anything off of TikTok. But remember the whole thing with Kylie being a billionaire, but not really, and then this, that, and the other. And it's like, when you say you have X amount of money, and then you tell the IRS you made significantly less amount of money.
Yeah.
That doesn't always work out.
No, not at all. Not at all.
See, this is why you need to be on Big Brother, so that you can so you can teach some of these celebrities how to be actual.
I didn't even say the show on Twitter. I just said, "Oh my God, I just got a call about the show I auditioned for. Like I'm in the round 2 of casting," and the number one reply was, "Oh my God, your reaction gifs are going to be hilarious." Because I don't brag about much, but my face does not have an indoor voice. My mom has told me this since I was a child.
The one downfall of this podcast.
And my faces are actually pretty hilarious from the times that my friends will secretly record me reacting to anything.
Yeah. I mean, just stay humble. Don't go lying to the IRS.
No, please.
Speaking of money and what do they call that when you something the bag when you drop the bag? No.
Fumbling the bag?
Fumble the bag?
Yeah.
Speaking of fumbling the bag, I'll edit that out. Chris Pine is, I guess, finally no longer under contractual obligation and is telling everyone who will listen that he can't believe that DC walked away from Wonder Woman 3 since it is a $1 billion franchise. So we will not be seeing Chris Pine.
Why? Like, whoa.
In any roles related to Wonder Woman. Like, we knew we weren't going to get Gal Gadot back, of course, which I don't think a lot of people are upset about. But yeah, he's now on the record as being like, why the fuck would they do that? That's stupid.
Oh, damn. I love when celebrities are unfiltered.
I feel like there was an era where, like, maybe we're getting back to that era, but I feel like there was an era there for a while. There was all, like, obviously we have our scandals, and you've got Diddy, and you've got all the shit going on with Kanye, like, we know all this stuff. But I feel like there was an era just a few years ago where people were being a little more honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get back to that.
Yes.
I want, like, Dakota Johnson and,
oh, God, her. She gets my fucking nerves. And that movie was fucking horrible.
It's already on streaming.
Oh, my God. If you all want me to do, I will do a Madam Web review. Because... woo, that was... And I love a shitty movie. That's the thing. Yeah. I can deal with a shitty movie. So when I'm noticing things, I'm not a cinemaphile. And I have no attention span whatsoever. When I'm noticing things like bad ADR, because reportedly the actor couldn't deliver his lines well enough, so they got someone else to dub him over. And
it doesn't sound like it.
No, and then a lot of it is like fucking Godzilla. Like, even with the actual, like, actors and actresses, because they've changed lines, they've changed the whole plot, I guess.
Well, no wonder she didn't know what any of her lines were, because they
like, it'll show, like something that someone said from, like, camera 3, it'll show that same shot of dialogue, but from camera 1, and dubbed, it's obvious. It's so obvious, because none of it matches up. The story was just, the whole, even, like, not even going into specifics, you have this fucking adult woman that approaches 3 teenage girls who steals a car, and they just believe in her zany stories about, you guys are the chosen ones, and this guy in a spider suit is trying to kill you, so you guys have to come with me, and they keep doing it. Mind you, she steals a car twice. One's an ambulance. And it's like, I would...
Madam Web, like, in 60 seconds.
Like, what?
I'm about to watch it tonight just so we could do a review together.
Yes, please do. Because the plot holes are like, huh? None of it makes any sense. None of it is even rational, and I can disbelieve. Yeah.
But see, she was honest about it. I know she's annoying, but she was very honest about the whole thing. I want to see more of that. I really do.
So, and she was horrible. Her acting was, oh my God.
She's not known as an actress.
I don't even know what she's known for. But besides, like, reading Ellen, that was fun. I like her for that. But
she was her whole, well, obviously from being a Nepo baby, but her whole
Wait,
thing.
Is she Don Johnson's?
Yes.
That asshole that I hate, and I've said, if you don't know why I say that asshole, he was the first rude celebrity I've ever encountered in my entire life when I was age fucking 8 at a golf tournament in Palm Springs with my godmother that also ran the resort that that was a family business. And I wanted to say hi to him, and he shushed me away and put his hand in my face and said, "Kid, leave me alone."
Yep, someone had kids with him.
So, wow, I don't like the whole family.
Yeah.
At least it all tracks. I didn't even put Johnson's a very common name. So I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but, they're both horrible.
The only other thing she was in that catapulted her to fame was that 50 Shades of Grey. Right?
I never even watched that. She was in that?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I never watched it either.
Oh, yeah, I really don't like her. Or her fucking father. Fuck them both. Fuck that whole family.
Yeah, she was in that, right? 50 Shades?
Sure. I don't know.
Grey. Let's see. Cast. That was her. Yeah, it was. Yep. That's pretty much what she's done, and I don't remember anyone ever claiming she's been a great actress.
Yeah, because she's horrible. That's why. I act better than her, and I'm not an actor.
Oh, well, something that you will love.
Thank God, because that just irritated me, just putting those two pieces of the puzzle together. It all makes sense now.
Something that you will love, because this is on, first of all, it's on YouTube. And second of all, it's all these wild old ladies talking about their days as the Flapper Girls.
Huh?
Yes, it's called The Flapper Story.
Yes, I just did the gay gasp. I'm sorry.
The Flapper Story, Roaring Twenties documentary.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
It was made in 1985, so that's how they got the ladies. If you're wondering, like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's made in 1985. Basically, at the time, the reason that all the Flapper Girls had the short hair was because that was absolutely not feminine. It was not at all acceptable. Women had long hair.
Yeah.
It was very much like a thing. And to cut your hair was this act of rebellion. Yes. And then let alone the dresses and dances and all this other crazy stuff that they were doing. So yeah, you got to watch this documentary called The Flapper Story.
Yes, I love a good documentary.
I do too. I always love a good documentary.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a fun watch. It's
Where's
on
that
YouTube.
on? Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I love YouTube. I went from two things that I hate, the Johnsons, to two things that I love. Documentaries and YouTube.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I need something to watch anyways. I've been doing nothing but watching fucking cop videos and arrest videos and body cam videos.
Oh God, those make me anxious.
Oh, they're great though, because some of them are just like, it'll be like the dumbest DUI arrest.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, you see people like, it's always the same fucking answer. I had 2 beers hours ago. As you're slurring your speech, you can't fucking do a field sobriety test. Then they want to get all angry. Some of the compilations are like, women who think that they can seduce themselves out of a ticket.
God.
It's like, oh no, yeah, you're like, I'm sorry, you're making me blush because you're just so hot, officer. And they're like, that's not going to work for me. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to jail.
Wow. Oh, I've just finished the X-Men 97 series. That's what I've been, because I couldn't get Disney when I was in Mexico. So
that's right.
Finally finished, and the last one came out this week.
Yes, I still haven't watched that one. And my poor boyfriend's 6. We're not going to the theme party.
Yeah. Well, you have to catch up on it.
Well, I'm all caught up until this episode, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and now because I'm not going to go watch it without him.
Yeah.
His boyfriend rules.
That's true. There's definitely shows that
Our rule is if we start something together, then we need to finish it together. So we don't watch any of the episodes without each other. So
that's how it should be.
Yeah, boundaries, respect in a gay neuter relationship.
I'm sure there will be a lot of X-Men and X-Men 97 cosplays at this year's QCon.
When is that?
In West Hollywood or the West Hollywood area. It's the 3rd year they're doing it in a row. It's our friend Chris Riley.
Yeah.
And Prism Comics.
Yeah.
They put on a...
Oh, don't remind me where I was supposed to have a booth and I couldn't.
They put on a totally free convention at the Plumber
That's
Park
right.
Arena. And that's coming up next month. So if you're...
Oh, perfect. I can dust off my Gambit cosplay that I couldn't wear to fucking WonderCon because of my car accident with the fucking Uber driver.
So there you go. If you're in the area, make sure you check that out. It's free. It's fun. And what's been interesting over the last couple of years to see, like last year they had way more panels. It expanded out into, originally it was just one little area. And now it's expanded out where they're having these panels.
Cool.
They're doing comic book reads. They're doing really
awesome.
fun.
Where's it held at?
It's held at Plumber Park.
So it's outside?
No, everything's inside.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm like, I'm not wearing that fucking full armored Gambit costume with the trench coat outside. Okay, perfect.
No, Plumber Park has...
That was already hot enough with that fucking wig that I had.
Yeah, that was a night.
Yes.
No, Plumber Park has these various air-conditioned indoor areas. That's where all the vendors are set up.
Sold.
And they have a big stage, so there's the cosplay contest, and there's all that going on.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Well, good. I can dress up again.
I am debating either casual Scott Summers or...
If you can find your glasses.
If I can find the right glasses.
The ones you have are great, though.
The ones I have are fine.
They are.
But I also have all my Wonder Woman shit.
Oh,
not my cosplay. I don't do Wonder Woman cosplay, but I have a jacket with all kind of Wonder Woman pins, and I have, Wonder Woman t-shirts, and I have like all that stuff. So I might just like fan out. I haven't decided.
I want to dress up.
Yeah. It's always fun to dress up.
Yeah. And I spray painted all my silver parts pink and everything, so.
Oh, fun.
Yes, that I couldn't fucking do. That poor lady, I felt so horrible for her. Testament of how good of a person I am, honestly. Because normal me, had the lady not been in hysterics, she's an older lady.
Oh, when you got in your accident?
Yes, like, I stayed there to comfort her, like, the entire time, like, and to make sure that the person didn't drive off that hit her. Well, us, but...
Yeah.
I would have just walked my ass right off the off-ramp and got another Uber because I had a duffel bag with all my shit in there. Prison Commons wanted me to have a booth there, take pictures with attendees. But no, I wanted to make sure that she was okay. Older lady, I felt bad. It's what it is.
See, we are nice.
Sometimes, not in the show, but...
All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.